The Simile of the Snake, Alagaddupama Sutra. And this is my own high-level summary of this sutra taken from this book that provides the Discourses of the Buddha. So in this sutra, the Buddha brings about the unsatisfactory nature of sensual pleasures. And for this, he provides us with some similes. The first one is a dog that steals a skeleton covered in blood from a butcher, but there is no meat in the skeleton. Or a vulture that flies away with a piece of meat, but then there are other vultures pecking and clawing at it. Or a man who takes a blazing grass torch, but then the wind, he walks against the wind and it burns his hand. So in this manner, the Buddha talks about how disappointing sensual pleasures can be. And then he advises us to grasp the Dharma and use the Dharma as a raft to cross over, and to grasp it just like you would grasp the head of a snake and not it by the body or the tail because it can come back and bite you. Use the Dharma as a raft. And then the Buddha goes on to talk about what we identify as ourselves, the impermanence of these things and how it leads to suffering, each of these things that we identify with. He goes on to talk about the impermanence of material form, the impermanence of feelings, the impermanence of perceptions, the impermanence of formations, impermanence of consciousness, and then how it all leads to suffering, and to be liberated from that, how we should be disenchanted and dispassionate by these things that are impermanent that we identify ourselves with, to the extent that it's like a palm tree cut by the stump with no further arising. And then he provides a very powerful example. He talks about a very well-known forest at the time, a grove at the time, and then he says, if people carried off grass and sticks and branches and leaves in this grove and burned them, or did what they like with them, would you take it personally? Because it's this grove at a distance and people are doing with it what they may. And he says, in the same manner, regard everything that you identify yourselves with. Regard your material form, your feelings, your perceptions, your formations, your consciousness, as these grass and sticks and branches and leaves in this grove that people are carrying away, burning, doing what they like. Regard it as such, because none of that is you.